What they were claiming was that the whole hospital was hit and collapsed, killing hundreds of people. Well, that was the argument they made.
That would be awful, and thankfully that didn't happen, and we should
And so, I mean, this is our fault too. I mean, we're debating whether or not it was Israel or Palestine, and we never stopped to ask whether it really happened or not.
It's really difficult to figure it out. Just like we were looking at that image of Rashida Tlaib earlier wearing the QAnon shaman hat, trying to figure out, is it a deep fake or not? And it's fake. But things make it out into the internet really quickly, and everybody has an agenda that they're trying to push. I mean, the
internet's the biggest game of telephone of all time.
The agenda I want to push is that the United States should stay out of it financially.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah. I at this point especially, but now Biden wants to give him $100 million, so just justifying the terror attack.
The Biden administration is trying to make both sides happy, and they will proceed to let everyone down because they also they're like, we are issuing sanctions against several members and entities affiliated with Hamas. So they are trying to cover all their bases. This is not going to work. The only option really would be to not get involved. But of course, they're just making us more involved in ways that are so complicated and are obviously going to backfire.
Biden's going to strengthen his base by pumping money into any cause he can related to helping Palestine and leftist activists. Meanwhile, conservatives in the United States are going to scream for Israel and to dump more of the United States dollars into Israel. We already give them billions of dollars. We should just stop giving everyone money. We just thoughts and prayers.
It's like Kingsley Cortez is like, right? We're not the world's ATM.
The reason we give them money is so they spend it. That's it.
Yeah.
We want you give $100 million to a handful of world leaders. They will live like kings and spend that, meaning we will do the labor on their behalf. Because what do you get? What do you buy with US dollars? Things from people who take US dollars, for the most part, as American citizens. But then it circulates in their countries, or that wealth that we produce is shifted off to their country. These world leaders then agree to use the petrodollar, and this is the game that's being played.
Yep. Not everywhere, though.
Not everywhere.
Some people are saying they've had enough, and I don't know whether that's going to play out. Yep. I don't know if that's going to be good or bad for us, but it is happening.
Isn't it kind of funny that around the same time the BRICS nations are announcing their own currency, and several nations are announcing they're going to stop trading in US dollars, or they're going to start trading in won, World War III seems to be breaking out?
Yep. How convenient.
We've got 19,000 personnel in the Mediterranean just outside of Israel. We've got 2,000 more ready to be deployed.
Yep.
They're saying the Pentagon is preparing them to go on the ground potentially. Yeah, I look. The embassy in the U.S. embassy in Lebanon is set on fire last night.
Yep. Yeah, so sad.
They need a casus belli.
So, so you're saying that, supporting Hamas will strengthen his base. What is the size of, assuming he got 81 million votes, right? What's the size of his base, and do we really, is it really believable? Is that mostly people supporting Palestine?
Biden's going to lose from this.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
I don't think it's a good play.
It doesn't make sense to me. I have a lot of friends who are, they're political, they're Democrats, whatever, fine, but they're not here supporting Hamas
I don't
right
think.
now.
Well, hold on.
Look at
not everyone who's pro-Palestine is pro-Hamas. Yeah. They're two different things. Yeah. They're related, but I think that I would hope that a lot of people who are wanting U.S. aid to go and support Palestinians who are suffering, they don't want to support terrorists. Yeah. Even if I disagree with them, I don't think that they necessarily want to see terrorism supported.
But look, the reality is that part of Biden's base are the same class of people who donate to institutions like Harvard, and we are seeing that those donors are pulling their dollars. He's hurting either way. There's no positive move.
Well, it's not a good move.
I understand the argument that Palestine is not Hamas, but I do kind of think that's a bit naive. Because if Joe Biden says I'm going to give $100 million to the people of Palestine, we know where that money's really going.
It's going to get confiscated by Hamas.
Confiscated or just given to them. They're the government in Gaza. They will just take it. And it's also basically saying if you engage in terror, even if the money was specifically given to NGOs and it resulted in people getting cleaner water and buildings and air conditioning and other things they need, then Hamas is basically told, whenever you need money, whenever you want money for your people, whether it goes to you or not, all you got to do is go kill thousands of Israelis.
It's a terrible precedent.
Absolutely. And so when it comes to these people who are like, we're defending Palestine, it's okay, well, the Palestinian people vote for Hamas.
Not all of them, though.
No, but the point is, that you can argue for civilians. That I totally get. Mm-hmm. But the government stands in the way. And what is the solution then?
The solution is the United States has got to stay out of it.
I completely agree. Mm-hmm. So, but people who say that want to support Palestine, No, there's no way to support one
Get
and not the other.
creative. Get creative. I haven't figured out how to do that.
No, we can stop supporting all of it altogether, or you can support all of it. Like the idea that you can support the Palestinian people and not be supporting Hamas is incorrect.